Hey beautiful, welcome back to my channel, The Holistic Boss. It's Coach Renee, your holistic health and wellness strategist. And in today's video, I am back to juicing. So we are going to make some kale fruit juice. Yes, kale fruit juice. And I'm going to be using some old beat up pears, organic pears that I've had for a couple of days. And when you buy organic, sometimes organic doesn't last as long as the conventional or the non-organic fruits and vegetables. But that's okay. That's why we stated to juice it. So you might be saying, oh my God, these pears are so ugly. But guess what? I'm not going to throw them away because food is too high to get rid of what could be used as juice. So we're going to be juicing up some kale fruit juice, and it's going to be delicious. Why do I know it's going to be delicious? Because all the nutrients and the vitamins and the minerals that's within these ingredients is going to do your body some good, and it's going to empower you, give you the energy that you need to heal your body naturally. So let's go. Everything that I'm using today, including the apples, are organic, right? And I don't know if I'll use all of these apples or not, but I'm going to use as many as I think that's going to make this kale juice some delicious, right? So let's get started. I'm going to fill up my juicer, and I know many of you, and thank you for your comments and your questions. I am using a Nama J2 juicer. This video is not sponsored, but for those of you who want to know what type of juicer I'm using today, that's what this is, and I absolutely love it. All right, so let's go. We are going to fill up the juicer first, and I'm going to, the kale has already been washed, like I said, and dried. So if you are using non-organic and organic for that matter, you want to make sure that you wash your fruit and your vegetables thoroughly, right? And if you do not have a filter on your sink, perhaps you can use distilled water, right? You can fill up your bowl full of distilled water, and then you want to spray, or you can use baking soda. And this gets rid of the grit, the dirt, the bacteria that's lurking on your fruits and your vegetables, all right? So you can get this at your local grocery store, and you can also use vinegar, right? You can use a vinegar. And you don't want to use these together. You want to perhaps maybe rinse your fruit or your vegetables with the baking soda first, and then clean water, and then you can use, in addition, some vinegar to get more bacteria, debris, dirt, grit off of those beautiful fruits and vegetables, okay? All right, so let's go. Let's not delay this video any longer. I'm excited to be here with you today. So I'm going to, and I did kind of cut this up into smaller pieces to go inside of my juicer. Well, let me open it up. I'm making things hard. So let's open up the top and spin once. Hold on, guys. Let me get this right. Hold on 1 second. So yeah, let's fill this up, right? Let's fill it up. Okay, so I'm going to put my kale in here first, and I'm going to use all of this kale. This is almost a whole bunch of kale. What I mean by that, one bunch. All right, so let's go ahead and put it in, and I'm also going to include the stems of the kale, right? But I'm going to break that in half, and we just want to have some delicious kale juice. Okay, next I'm going to cut my pears, and I'd like to cut off the stem. I'm going to actually keep on the skin today, but I'm cutting through my pear. I'm cutting them up into smaller pieces so they can juice better, right? And depending on the type of juicer you have, you go according to your juicer, right? We all may have different juicers. So if you don't have a juicer, now would be a good time to invest in a juicer for your holistic health and well-being, because when we juice, we are getting the nutrients, the vitamins, and the minerals to our bloodstream much faster than we do when we eat food. It takes longer for us to digest food than it does for us to receive the vitamins from the juice. So this juice is one of my favorites. And while I am cutting up the fruit here, I just want to talk a bit about those of you who might have thyroid issues, because I know I get a lot of questions about, can I drink kale juice if I have thyroid issues? In fact, I was talking to a beautiful woman on yesterday, and I was sharing with her about some of my juices that I make, and she asked me if it would affect her because she has a thyroid problem. And cruciferous vegetables do affect some of you, those of you who have thyroid problems. Now, you don't always have to use a cruciferous vegetable. You can use something like spinach. Spinach is not cruciferous. When I talk about the cruciferous vegetables, most of those are broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kale, all of the super greens, if you will. You know, so you can try different veggies to see how your immune system or your gut receives it. And you want to look into why perhaps you have thyroid issues, and maybe you have already, but we don't want to make matters worse. But can you still juice? Absolutely. You just choose something different. Cabbage is another juice or vegetable where people have problems, right? And they can't digest it. But I'll talk about that more on my next video. So stay tuned for the next video. I'll be talking about that and how you can, the different reasons why you may be having problems with your digestive tract. All right, so stay tuned for that. Next, there was 2 pears that I cut up and placed in my chute. Now I'm going to cut up some green apples. All right, so we're going to cut. I like to cut off the ends, and I like to cut off the top. That's the top. So you do whatever you feel necessary for you, but that's how I do my juicing, my fruits when I cut them. And I know many of you asked about the seeds as well. I don't necessarily like to juice my seeds. It depends on the fruit or the vegetable. So I just try, and I'm keeping on the skin. I'm keeping the skin on because there are nutrients in the skin as well. And juicing is also a great benefit for those of you who do not like to eat your fruits and your vegetables. Many of you do not like fruit and you don't like vegetables. Well, there's always a way. There's always another alternative. You can drink your vegetables and your fruits, right? This is one of the best ways to get your nutrients and your vitamins, right? But you have to also remember, when you are juicing, you lose the fiber. So you still need your fiber. How do you get your fiber? You eat your fruits and your vegetables whole. And so many of you grew up not wanting vegetables, not liking vegetables, not eating fruit. But then some of you have, some of us have. Some of us grew up eating fruits and vegetables. I grew up eating fruits and vegetables. And did I like all of them? No, I didn't like all of them. But I learned as I got older which fruits and vegetables served my body best. And so those are the ones that I clinged onto. And they happen to be apples, which has a lot of fiber. It also has vitamins in our apples. And I like to use green apples for the most part because green apples has a low glycemic rate, right? It's not as much sugar in the green apple as there is in red apples or even Fuji apples or some of the other apples. Fuji apples might not be so sweet, but whichever apple you decide to use is okay. Just get your juice on. And this is a juice that you can drink daily. Every morning or mid-afternoon, you can drink it daily. Now, I say daily, you want to modify your greens, your different type of greens that you use, right? Because as I stated before in most of my videos, that you want to diversify your fruits and your vegetables just like you do or would your food. You always want to diversify. You don't want to eat the same thing all the time every day. And I know our bodies can get adjusted, immune to it, just like anything else. We want to, and the reason why you want to diversify your fruits and your vegetables is because all of the fruits and vegetables have different, most of them have the same vitamin intake, right? But some of them don't. And you don't want to miss out on some of the vitamins that might be in one fruit and it's not in another. So that's why you want to diversify when you're eating your food, when you're drinking your juices, you're making your fresh juices and or your smoothies, right? And this is ginger. I'm going to put just like a ½ inch of ginger. I've already washed it. I know it looks kind of ugly, but I've already washed it. And if you don't know where to buy your ginger, your fresh ginger, you can always get it from Sprouts, your Whole Foods, or your local grocer. Most grocery stores, wherever you live, have organic ginger and all the ingredients that I am using. If you don't see it, you can ask one of the friendly grocers and they will be more than happy to assist you. So I picked up this because I've been doing a lot of moving around lately, a lot of traveling. And this is one of the reasons why I want to make this juice today, to show you that you need to. So anyway, long story short, this is organic ginger and I just picked this up at Sprouts. So if you don't find loose ginger in the bins, you can just find this that comes in a mesh package like this. All right. So I'm going to just cut off about a ½ inch of this ginger. And I'm going to peel it. I'm going to take off the skin. You don't have to, but I want to take off the skin of this ginger just because. And it smells amazing. Ginger is good for your gut. It cleanses. It helps so many different things. It has a plethora of things that it helps our body with. Cleanse. And it also helps with stomach problems, stomach aches and pains. I've often used ginger to make a stomach ache feel better. And there you have it. All right, I'm gonna put that in there. So do I wanna put, so far I put 2 apples and 2 pears. And I think that's all I'm gonna do. I don't want it overbearingly sweet, but I want to give it some sweetness to the kale so we can enjoy our drink. All right. I'm also, oh wait, I didn't finish cutting up this other half of the apple. Shame on me. How did I do that? All right. I'm also going to, let's just cut this up really quickly. I don't want to overfill this shoot because then we're going to have some problems, right? Okay, so I want to add just a couple of little handful of celery that I've already chopped up and washed. All right, I'm just going to add just a couple of shoots just to give it some more beneficial. This is good. Celery is good. I have to make some celery juice for you guys one day. I used to drink celery juice a lot, and it also helps the digestive tract. It helps cleanses the gut. It does a lot of great things. So we got a great juice here. All right. So now that we have all of the ingredients that I wanted to use today, let's go ahead and start this juicer. Get it going. Okie dokie. Let's go. So that's grinding up. So we're going to have a beautiful juice. And for those of you who are looking to heal your bodies naturally, juicing is one of the best ways to get started. When I lost a whole dress size several years ago, trying to heal my uterine fibroids naturally, this is what I did. I started eating raw salads, less meat. In fact, I definitely took red meat out of my diet. And I started juicing, and I started eating a lot of raw vegetables, salads. And I lost a whole dress size, I believe in less than 6 months. And my stomach felt amazing. My guts felt amazing. So juicing, when you juice, you also need to eat whole foods as well. You can't just live on juices alone, right? Unless you're doing a juice cleanse. You can do a 7-day juice cleanse. You can do a 14-day juice cleanse. You can even do a 28 juice cleanse. But you need to understand when you're on these cleanses how to eat in addition to juicing. It's not just like go on a juice diet, because you can do damage to your body if you don't understand or know what you're doing, for that matter. All right. So leave a comment below and let me know what you're doing to get your body healed naturally. Are you juicing 7 days a week or 14 days a week, or even have you even been on a juice or invested in a juice cleanse? Have you? What are you eating on a daily basis? These are some of the things, the questions that I ask when I'm helping people cleanse their body, when I'm helping people heal their bodies, or, naturally. It just does not happen overnight, right? It doesn't happen overnight. All right, let's pour out this juice. I want you to see it, because I think it is actually done. So let's turn off the juicer. So that's how much juice it made so far. And don't know if you can see the pulp, but the pulp, it didn't make a whole lot of pulp either, because we didn't use a whole lot. So, but look at this, look at this, look at this, look at it. And I'm going to do a video next on, I'm going to answer your questions, because I get a lot of questions. So if you have any questions regarding this juice I made today, or the ingredients that I use, please drop them in the comment section below, and I will answer them when I do my next video. I have been preparing the last couple of days for your questions, to answer your questions, because there's so many. And this is how much juice 2 apples, 2 pears, and a whole bunch of kale made today, including a 1/2 inch of ginger and a handful of, oh my gosh, I just went blank, celery, handful of celery. I went blank because I got everything I used today was green. So what does green mean? Green means go. Green means energy. It means prosperity. It means love, a lot. Green stands for a lot of things. And green happened to be my birthstone. I love green. Why? Because it does our body some greatness. All right, so let's taste it. One of the questions that I get all the time, how much should you drink? How much should I drink and can I store it? I will be answering those questions coming up in the next video. But I want to show you in this video today, this is a shot glass. And they're mini sized shot glasses, but they're not much bigger than this, right? So when you are trying a juice for the first time or a smoothie for the first time, you want to take the smallest amount to see how your body responds. You don't want to just drink a whole 8-ounce glass or a whole cup, especially if it's your first time, because you don't know how your immune system or your body is going to respond to it. Give your body time to respond to it. If it responds well to a shot glass, then ease up to the 8-ounce or cup, a 4-ounce cup or 8-ounce glass. That's how you begin to test to see if it's working for your body or not. Because typically, if you have an allergy, sometimes it responds to your body right away in breakouts or in upset stomachs or headaches or vomiting or some kind of way. But then sometimes if you have an allergy to juice or food or something, it may not respond for a day or 24 hours. And you may have hives, you may have itching, you may have breakouts, you just don't know. So you don't want to assume just because it's healthy that it's going to work for your body, or you may not have an allergy. Because as we continue to age in life, our bodies, we have been so immune to food since we were kids. And sometimes 20 years later, we no longer can eat that food or drink that drink. Why is that? Because it could be for several reasons. It could be because our gut needs cleansing, because our gut is our second brain. And if our gut is unhealthy, our entire body becomes ill, right? It's unhealthy. So perhaps you may have to cleanse your body by juicing. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a kale juice. It could be a celery juice. It could be a carrot juice. It could be a mixture of fruits and vegetables to do a gut cleanse. If you have not watched my 7-day juice challenge, please take time and go and watch those 7 videos. And I would start with how I prepare and watch all of my vegetables and fruits, how I wash them. So you want to go watch all 7, starting with video number 1 all the way through 7. Don't skip them, because they're all important, right? Some juices that I made on day 2 or day 3 or day 1, you may not like. But guess what? Everything that's good and great for us in our bodies, it's not going to always taste good to us, right? Everything that's good for us does not always taste good to us. So that's when you get used to eating healthier, living healthier, sleeping healthier. Then our body starts to adjust to those healthier habits. And guess what? You're going to throw those old habits out. Old food, old juices, bad drinks, old habits out. And then you're going to start looking beautiful, brighter, more energy, right? Energetic, sleeping better like a baby. So let's taste this. I'm gonna pour a shot glass for you, and we're gonna taste it, and we're gonna see how it tastes. And it looks amazing. That is good. This is greatness right here. I taste the sweet, I taste the celery. You don't even taste the kale. This is a great combination. Oh my goodness. All right, so that's a shot glass. Now, for those of you who always ask, can we store it? You can use a mason jar, you can use a juice jar, but I like to drink my juice when I make it, because that's when all the nutrients and the vitamins get to my bloodstream right away, right? If you make more than a glass full or a mason jar full, absolutely you can store it, but you need to make sure that you have an airtight lid so you can keep in all the vitamins and all the minerals. We don't want to lose all of the goodness that we just made, right? We want to make sure that it stays fresh and in our bodies. That's what juicing is all about. We want to make sure it stays with us and give us the benefits that we need. So now I'm going to pour this juice of greatness and I'm going to drink it. Look at that. So this is, I made more than an 8-ounce glass. And is it okay to drink this? Absolutely. This is not a meal replacement. So keep that in mind, please. Juicing is not a meal replacement. You still need to drink or eat your food, solid food, whether it's lentils, whether it's vegetables. You definitely need to look at that. Oh my goodness. So if you make 2 of these, you can store them in the refrigerator for a couple days. I would not go longer than 3 days. All right. All right, beautiful. So good to see you. So good to see you. I hope you all are doing amazingly well. And if you're not, keep on watching my videos on how you can begin to heal your body naturally. Now, if you're on any types of medications, I always say this as a disclaimer. If you're on any type of medications, and depending on the type of juice that you see me create or the meals that I create, you always want to check in with your physician, your doctor, to make sure that it's not going to counteract with any of your medications, right? And we know kale is very super green. And if you have thyroid issues, check in with your doctor. You're probably saying, well, why do I want to check in with my doctor if I'm trying to live a holistic, healthy lifestyle? You can look up naturopathic doctors. If you want to switch from conventional to holistic, you can do that. But if you're in a position where you need to change, do that. That's your call. But I want you to always know that anytime you're trying something new, you want to check in. Unless you already, especially if you don't have, if you don't understand the world of living holistic and healing naturally, you always want to check in with your doctor. And they may say, no, don't do it. But whose call, whose body is it, right? If what you've been doing for the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years is not working, you have to try something new in order to feel better and to start healing. All right? All right, beautiful. Welcome back. I'm so glad to be back here with you. I know I've been traveling all over the world, it seems, and I just finally am trying to get myself back organized in order. And I'm here starting today with you with the green kale fruit juice, kale juice. All right. Oh my goodness, this is so good. And I know you're probably saying, everything is good. If it wasn't good, I would definitely tell you it's not good. I would tell you if it was sour. I would tell you if it was bitter. I would tell you if it didn't taste good. But this is absolutely amazing. All right. All right, beautiful. Until next time, remember to stay whole, healthy, and happy. Take care. One more thing. Don't forget to check out my description. There are notes in there. There are things that will benefit you. So just review my channel, look at the description, and see what's there. But by all means, make sure that you stay in tune to my next upcoming video. All right, beautiful. Take care. Until next time.